In this quick video, we'll talk about how to customize your categories and use AutoCat to stay on top of categorization. So when you first get started with Tiller and you create your first spreadsheet, in some cases your data will be pre-categorized, and you'll see this toggle here to opt in or out of AI Suggest. The pre-categorization feature that may have been turned on for you does not use AI or an LLM to categorize your data, but you can use AI Suggest to continue having your data automatically categorized and learn from your categorizations and customizations. So decide if you want to keep AI Suggest on, and then go ahead and choose Open My Spreadsheet. From here, you'll see that the transaction data has been categorized. Your spending trends sheet here is all lit up with the various spending that you've made in the last year from the dates that are set here. You can review the transaction sheet to see how your data was pre-categorized and start to customize from there. So we start you out with some default categories in the category sheet here, which you can access via the tab along the bottom of your spreadsheet. We give you these as examples. You don't have to leave them as is. You can delete any that you don't need, that don't make sense for you. So for me, I don't have any kids, so I don't need the kids one. I can also just overwrite the default categories here by just typing over them. So I can choose wellness here to just overwrite that one. I can modify the groups. The group is the bigger bucket that the categories fall into, and then the types are income, expense, and transfer. Each category should be unique, and each category should have a group and a type set. So let's spend some time just kind of customizing this categories list based on the way that I want to think about my spending and earning, based on what makes sense for me and my financial life. I'd like to get a little more granular with my spending, so I'm going to put mortgage here for my mortgage payments, and then I'll just also add a household category to take care of any of those household expenses. I'm going to add that to living. It's also an expense. So I've customized my categories a little bit here. Now when we head back over to the transaction sheet, since these were all pre-categorized, some of them we may notice we get this invalid error because we changed the name of the category, and then the new categories are going to show up here in the dropdown. So I can just quickly correct any of these that are flagged with this invalid sheet. You can turn the filter on in the transaction sheet. Just select the rectangle above row 1 and to the left of column A, and then click the filter button here to turn on the filter. From here, I can just easily sort A to Z, and then I can correct these entries where I change the name of the category. So that's pretty easy to just go ahead and quickly correct those. And then because I left AI Suggest on and I have the AutoCat settings turned on that are going to help me keep my data automatically categorized, it's going to learn from those examples where I already categorized transactions. So every time I go to Home Depot going forward, it's going to categorize it as home improvement. When I go to Toyota of Greenville, it's going to categorize it as transportation. It's going to learn from my habits. Even if you turn AI Suggest off, there is another feature in AutoCat that's going to learn from the things where it's consistently the same. So if you always categorize Home Depot the same way, that's always going to be home improvement. And that is just the description match setting. So we can see that here on the Tiller console in the settings section under description match. You can always choose if you want AI Suggest running or not. And AutoCat is set to run on fill by default when you are opted into that pre-categorization feature. So back in our spreadsheet here, we can also just try out what happens if we were to just clear out all of these categories and start fresh with AI Suggest. So we can head back to the console here on the transaction section. We've got AI Suggest turned on, so we've got our sparkle here. If we choose Run AutoCat, it's just going to categorize those transactions for us. And using that AI Suggest feature, it's just going to guess what the category is based on the context that it has from the description column, as well as the categories that you set up. So if you have a very large data set and you don't want to go through and manually fix all the entries that maybe you changed the name or some of the ones that you added later on, you can always just clear out the category column and then run AutoCat with AI Suggest, and it's going to quickly do a great job of categorizing those transactions. You can review what it did and make corrections so that it continues to learn going forward. The last thing is that AutoCat is really powerful for allowing you to truly customize and give you the most control over how your categorization happens with AutoCat rules. So here on the AutoCat sheet, you can spend some time thinking about what rules might make sense. So we can see here we have this example rule. We will need to change this default one since we changed the name of that restaurant's category. Rules are great for things where it's very granular and you need to have a lot of control, such as if a specific account, let's say you had a business account, you want transactions categorized differently for the business account. You can say the account contains, put in the name of the account as it appears here in the account column on the transaction sheet. Just fill that into the account contains and then set your other criteria, like if the description is staples, then categorize as marketing expenses or something along those lines. So the AutoCat rules give you a lot of power. You can also use it to create exclusion rules for things like Amazon, because oftentimes Amazon is a lot of different categories and not just a single category. And so to do that, you could just say Amazon, and then you could use a category like needs review, for example, and then maybe it's just in a review group, and maybe it's an expense. And then in your AutoCat sheet, the description contains Amazon. You'll mark it as needs review. And so that way, AI Suggest doesn't guess what the category should be, since oftentimes your Amazon transactions are going to be inconsistently categorized, unless you just use a catch-all like Amazon spending for your Amazon transaction. So those are just a few tips and tricks to help you get your categorization up to date with how you think about your spending and what categories you want to use as you're getting started with Tiller. We're always here to help. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via support on the console here in the lower right corner. You can access the support team there, and they're always happy to help. Happy tracking!